one of the most difficult things to get people to understand is the importance of how they think about life and how they think about things. In specific, how they go about their nutrition. As a nutritionist, this is one of the hardest things for me to get people to understand, is the things that you're fueling your body with. How you go about eating is letting me know how you think about yourself, how you approach your life, how long you would like to live. Psychological transmitted diseases is what I'm calling. It's made up, it's contrived. I don't even know if it exists. But it is sickness or approaching a way of life in a certain way based upon what everybody else is doing or how everybody else lives. You should never forsake your nutrition. That has to be up at the top of your life. And nothing bothers me more than people who will put their money on materials, but they will cheat themselves with their nutrition. And so you will have a $500 shirt, but you would have a cheap body. You will have a $750,000 house, but you will have a cheap body. You will have on $1,000 shoes, but you will have a cheap body. What is it? Dolce & Gabbana, Prada, all that stuff. I got some of the stuff, but I put my nutrition over that. And so you see people put that last. If I say, hey, you should buy organic this if you can. I don't have the money for that. You mean to tell me that these shoes that can get burnt up at any time, that a shirt that can get stolen that costs you $750, a purse that costs $7,000, you're telling me that that's worth more than you? And this is the true vehicle? This body that you have is the true vehicle. This is the thing that's taking you to everywhere that you need to be. But your thinking towards it is you're treating it like it's a cheap thing. And you put the money on the things that can perish in a heartbeat. A house can burn down, but the only house that you ever live in is this one on this earth. This is your house. Where I'm at right now, this is just a temporary resident. I can go to another hotel. I can go to another apartment. I can go to another house. I don't care about that. What needs to be in order is this house. The house that's housing my spirit, who I am, who you are. And so I said, go, hey, buy some organic. Get you some organic blueberries. Get you some grapes. You know, principally the things that don't have the coverings, like watermelon. You can afford to not consume an organic watermelon, but you do want it to have seeds, right? But people are saying that costs too much. So somebody's sitting there with a Rolex on, telling me that organic grapes is too expensive. But you got a $30,000 watch on. Now I can gank that watch. I can have somebody come and get you, and I can take the watch. But I can't have somebody come and get you and take the health, the things that you've been consuming, building up your body. So it's the approach that we have to change. And guess what? With the way that the world is going, and many people do not have insurance, or they do not have adequate insurance. So you'll go pay $300 or $400, whatever it is, for the copay, and you'll pay for those medicines. But you won't pay for good quality food to help you to avoid having to take those medicines prematurely. And so what must be understood is that the sicker you are, the less chances or the less opportunity you have to fulfill your life's purpose or to live the life that you want. To be able to get to the levels that you want. You can't do that by being sick. So I don't understand the mindset behind this. It's like we treat it like it's careless. Let me go get these new Jordans. Let me go get this, what you call it, Hermes, $30,000, $40,000 purses, $50,000 purses, $1,500 shoes, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 outfits. But nutrition is the problem. This is what's going to happen. This is what houses you. I would rather put all my money on making sure that I'm as healthy as possible, especially if you don't have insurance. If you're watching this, you don't have insurance. You're playing a dangerous game because you can't afford not to eat well. And it's not that people are not generating income. It's not that you're not generating income, because you're generating, if you're making 40, 50, 60, 70,000 a year. But many people are making so much more than that as well. But now when it comes time to eat, you're going to spend $1 on or 75 cents on a soda, $1, things change. $1. Instead of paying $5 to get you a fresh juice, organic, that's going to feed and nourish all of those cells. You're going to buy a pop that's going to tear your kidneys up, or a soda, excuse me. It's going to tear your kidneys up. Carbonation is going to destroy your bones. Rather than pay the $4 for the juice or the $5 for the juice. Now, yes, it is an expense, but we're looking at ourselves as an investment. You're going to pay for a house, or you're going to put down on a house and have what's called a mortgage, which means death pledge. Death pledge is what mortgage means. Meaning that you're probably going to die before you pay that house off, most people. M-O-R-T, the prefix, meaning death, right? Mortician, mortified. Mortuary, a place that houses dead people. Mortified, you're scared to death. Mortician, a person that injects or embalms, that prepares dead bodies. So you're going to pay $750,000, you're going to put down $750,000 on a mortgage, but you're going to cut corners on your health. I would rather buy a house or purchase a residence that costs me less and put the money into myself so that I can last long and I can outlast that mortgage, that death pledge. This is the thinking that we have to have. You have to fuel yourself with the best that's available. You can't have a cheap body and expensive clothes. You can't have a cheap body and an expensive car. Now guess what? When you go and gas up that Mercedes-Benz, you need to do the same thing for your body. You're going to put 91 or 93, the highest gasoline available. Premium is what you're going to put. Well, at least that's what the manual tells you to put. Well, the manual is telling you in this car, that's a high-performance machine. You can't come and put 87 gas in this car. You got to put 93 in this too, because that earthly vehicle, that'll crash tomorrow. And guess what? That's not even yours. That car is not even yours that you're spending all this money on. How do I know it's not yours? Don't pay the tags or renew the license plate and all that. Taken. It says right there whose car it is on the license plate. The state of Illinois, the state of Oklahoma, the state of Michigan, New York. It doesn't say you. So why put all that in that? But this right here is what you are the owner and the operator of this while you're passing through this plane. So you invest. You look at yourself as an investment. You look at this body as an investment. You're investing, and all investments pay out. All sacrifices pay out. So when you're 60 years old and you're looking young, you're still going, and everybody else is broke down because they invested in the material that would leave them, you invested into yourself. This is the thinking of a champion. This is the thinking of a wise person. Because wherever you go, there you are. If I left Dominican Republic tomorrow, or no, let's say if I'm leaving Ethiopia. I'm in Ethiopia. Let's say if I leave Ethiopia Let's say if I had a car, that car is staying, I'm not taking that with me, but I am taking this car with me, this vehicle. Anything that I purchase, if I left it here, I can't take it on a plane with me. So this has to be the top investment. You have to be the top investment. You are no longer to look at yourself as sitting up, making $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, and you sitting up eating hot dogs all the time. I'm not saying that consuming hot dogs is a bad thing. What I'm saying is, look at what you're putting. You're making enough money. We all have money. It's our decisions. Most people make the money. Now, of course, do it within your means. I'm simply saying that when you make a lifestyle on living on canned foods and processed foods and low vibrational foods, you need living foods. You need fresh fruit. You need fresh veg. Not something from a can. Not something that's in the bottle where they have the loaded with sugar. The enzymes are taken out of there. On the inside of the store, when you see all those juices, they're not cold. They're in the aisles, right? Those are dead juices. That's just sugar. So how much can that do for you? It's going to feed any illness that you have, especially if it's cancer. It's just sugar. You're just loading on sugar. Enzymes create life, which is why you have to go fresh. Which is why when you have a choice, rather than that soda pop that's dead, full of carbonation, you take the good juice, even if it costs you $7 or €7, whatever. Even if it costs you that, the payout is far better because you're getting the enzymes, you're getting nutrition directly to the cells. And what that's going to do is that's going to help you to continue to stay healthier, to live in your life's purpose, to focus on your goals, your dreams, your family, to be around longer. You're doing yourself and the people around you a disservice when you don't invest fully into you, when you don't invest fully into your image, when you don't invest fully into how you look. Training, cardiovascular. The heart muscle is a cardiac muscle. All muscles need exercise. All muscles. This is why you sprint, you jog, you run upstairs, you do plyometrics, you do all these different things to strengthen this. You shouldn't be 40, 50 years or 35 barely able to make it upstairs. So where's our thinking? This is psychological transmitted diseases. You're thinking like everybody else. You're putting your health on the back burner. So you spend all the money on the materials, only to come later to have to spend all of the money on the sickness. Whereas you put the money on the health, then you can go get you more materials. If I'm healthy, I can always go get more. But if I'm sick, now I'm sure to spend the money. If you're sick, you're sure to spend the money on trying to regain your health. This is the thing. You waste your money on other things only to come to have to pay the money. Or what is it? You spend your life working to get materials, to get the money to get the materials, only to have to later on use the money that you made to pay for your health, to keep you around. And oftentimes it's not a high quality of life. We have to change the thinking. You have to change the thinking. Wherever I go, wherever I take this body, I'm there. So this has to be the number one option. The investment before a car has to come here. The investment before a house has to be here first. Otherwise, you'll be a corpse living in a nice house. You'll be a corpse driving a good car. It's like, you got asthma? You overweight? And I'm saying this in a positive way. You ain't took the time to get you a membership, get you a trainer, start getting you some fresh foods. You still eating potty meat? You still eating Vienna sausages? Hey, if you do grass-fed, whatever, do the grass-fed. If you do fresh caught salmon, do the wild caught. But make sure you have the highest levels. Make sure you have the fresh option. And this is me as a nutritionist of 20 years. Make sure you have the fresh option. What you invest, you'll get your investment out. But no more cheap bodies. I don't want you to have a cheap body. Invest in your body so you can have an expensive body, expensive mind. And then this will emanate out and you will glow from the inside out. And you will be as healthy as you possibly can. The vitality will be so high. You will perform sexually at the highest levels. You will perform athletically. You will perform cognitively because you're getting the good fats from the avocados, from the nuts, from the seeds, from the herbs. By the way, check out poweredbynatureherbs.com. That is my supplement company, 100% herbs, all natural. Powered by Nature Herbs. We have something for everybody there. All natural. We got over 70 products. All natural. We even have some cosmetics, some natural herbs for hair growth. Bring Raj, which is the top herb for hair growth, and even helping to reverse gray hair. That's in our hair growth formula. That's neither here nor there. My point is simple. Forget about those herbs. Forget about my company. Buy fresh fruit. Buy fresh veg. Buy high quality foods. Take the money from drinking and smoking and put it here. Less escaping and more developing, more cultivation of yourself. You're going to look better. You're going to look younger. You're going to be vibrant. You're going to be vibrant. You got to put this up. The more you, and get your rest. Get your rest. The question should be at night, because people have issues going to bed. The question should be, how much can I repair? Because when you rest, you make repairs. When you get to sleep, you get the repairs. So the more you rest, the more you can repair. The more you repair, the younger you look. The younger you look, the better you perform. The better you perform, the longer you last in life, in business, in sports. You are a high performer. So when you invest in the body is a high performance machine. You train, you work out. You put the nutrition in, you drink enough water, you hydrate, you go to bed. This has to be the basis or the base of your life, especially if you have children, especially if you have a partner, husband, wife. You want to be the healthiest, because that way you serve as an inspiration to those around you. But your life will be better. You will function at the highest levels. Make the investment. Make the investment, and you'll be able to withdraw. You'll be able to make the withdrawals in large quantity when others will just look in amazement. You'll be 70 years old looking fresh, young, sharp, because you made the investments. You made the right investments. No more cheap bodies. Make the investment today.